Inauguration Day, and Trump has already made a lot of promises about what he is going to do his very first day in office. He supposedly has already 100 executive orders planned, 25 of which are going to take place today. As soon as he gets into office, he has promised to sign an executive order to delay the ban on TikTok. He says he wants to make a deal to protect our national security, possibly shifting the social media platform to a joint venture between its current owners, ByteDance, and the United States. We know that he mentioned he would like the United States to have 50% ownership. Whether or not TikTok will agree to that, we don't know. He will begin mass deportation starting tomorrow on Tuesday, specifically in the Chicago area is what we have been told. However, it will be nationwide. It is anticipated he will close the border to undocumented immigrants, undoing what Biden had done on the immigration policies and restoring a travel ban on people from certain predominantly Muslim countries. Another big one, he wants to end birthright citizenship. This means anybody born in the United States to undocumented parents would no longer be a U.S. citizen automatically. This one may not be possible because it is enshrined in the Constitution. However, when asked about it, he said he would like to do it if we can. It is also expected he will impose steep tariffs on imported goods from other countries. He announced in November that he would impose 25% tariffs on all imports from Canada and Mexico, vowing to levy an additional 10% tariffs on Chinese imports on top of the other ones. He also wants to pull the United States out of the Paris Climate Agreement. This is an act that Congress passed in 2022, although he cannot repeal federal legislation on his own. He has also said he would like to get rid of the electric vehicle mandate. This is where new pollution standards incentivize auto manufacturers to increase production of electric and lower emission vehicles. Although when asked about this on his Joe Rogan podcast, he said this may come on day 2 because things are, quote, a little busy. Drill, baby, drill. We all know that that's one of his slogans. He has promised to prioritize increasing oil productions this term. He also says he wants to roll back efforts on renewable energy and stop offshore wind projects. For education, he wants to stop any school from getting federal funding that teach, quote, critical race theory, transgender insanity, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, and political content. This also includes schools with vaccine or mask mandates. Again, though, this decision cannot be accomplished without Congress on his side. He wants to pardon rioters who have been charged for the January 6th riots. He says that he would do this and begin looking over their cases within the first 9 minutes in office. He says that he wants to pardon the vast majority of them, whom he believes are nonviolent offenders. He's going to examine the defendants case by case. He also wants to end the tax on tips. For example, if you are a server and you get a cash tip, you are still required to enter that. Again, this is another one that would likely require an act of Congress, not something Trump can do alone. And of course, the list just goes on and on. Really, we will just have to watch and see what happens and what he decides. I will let you guys know the inauguration is taking place today at 11 a.m. Central Time. He has said, quote, your head will spin when you see what's going to happen.